what we're all here to do today, drum roll, is to reveal the 5th generation of our 800 series Diamond range of loudspeakers. Woo!
There we go.
Thanks everyone. It's obviously fantastic to see you all here. There are some incredibly important people in this particular space that first off I want to take a moment to acknowledge. We have one of our most long-serving engineers, I won't embarrass him by naming him, in the room right at the back alongside a couple of other key engineers, and also the people who are responsible from the product team for delivering this. And I think all of these guys are often the unsung heroes. It's obviously my ugly mug up here talking to you, but we're representing each other, we're representing the brand, we're representing, as has already been said, a whole organization that puts its heart and soul into developing these products. Each generation of these genuinely does take 5 years. I know you won't believe me when I tell you this, but we have already started working on the next one. No secrets about what's going into it yet, but that is how it works. We spend years and years collectively trying to advance the art of engineering in each generation of 800 series loudspeaker. And just to kind of help illustrate that, we brought along a few of the older models as well. Right back here is an original 1979 Series 80, the first generation that had that 3-component configuration. Next to it, a Nautilus 800. Of course, you'll all recognize this model, very famously used to record things like Star Wars, not bad. And then most recently, bringing it up to date, our most current form factor, the D3 form factor, which introduced what we call the reverse wrap cabinet. Now that provided the seeds for what we're going to talk to you about today. But that product, as brilliant as it was at the time, has been firmly outdone by what we're now doing. And of course, there's a huge amount of work that goes into doing that, because if you make a loudspeaker that is already regarded as being good enough to be used by world-leading recording studios, to be used by world-famous recording artists, to be used by people who really care about sound, people like you, then obviously you have to try hard. And we've done lots of different things to try and improve it. Inside this loudspeaker is a completely new construction internally that greatly improves the overall stiffness of the enclosure, greatly improves the mechanical behavior of how it works. And as a result, when you come to listen to it in there, it does an increasingly convincing job of disappearing, which is not a trivial thing when it's as obviously big and heavy as it is. And that's, again, testament to the work that's gone into refining the design, developing the design over the years. On top of that, you'll hear it sounds even more refined, even more sophisticated than ever, but at the same time hasn't sacrificed any of the resolution that makes an 800 an 800. And when I say that, just in case we are not clear what I mean by that, this is a loudspeaker that has to fulfill an unusual dual role. This loudspeaker in the corner here, the original first brochure for it, the very first line says, a loudspeaker engineered for the discerning professional and the home user. It's an unusual thing to try and do, make a loudspeaker that's good enough for people who want to work with it, and also good enough for people who want to enjoy it. And all the way through, each iteration has always been inspired by that, the latest one even more so. So look at the rest of the range. We have obviously got some new colors as well. Ooh. So we have the dark walnut finish coming in over here. We have the lovely new, what we call stealth black, bringing in an incredibly deep and lustrous finish with a new higher quality paint finish and complementary dark metal detailing. This right here, of course, is an 804. Externally, it might look like the current 804. Internally, again, radically different product. It has a metal enclosure inside the mid-range assembly, which really transforms how it behaves. This product sounds much more like a headed model than it ever could do before. And again, it'll be very interesting to see your reaction to it when you get the chance to hear it. And then we have the 803 in the very new warm white with complementary champagne detailing as well. And then we come up to the 802. Of course, right over here is our other new finish, the light walnut. You saw it already when we first brought the cloth away, complete with a complementary detailing. So we're very excited about all of that. We are in production on these things now, so we're live now, which is fantastic. It means we've been able to kind of actually talk about it rather than hide it and kind of hide the secrets for some months, which is obviously fantastic from everybody's point of view, quite a relief. And in September, we plan to be on sale across the world. All right, so look, the summary point. It takes an organization of hundreds of people, hundreds of hours over years to get to the point that we've got to. We hope you like it. We certainly don't think we can do any better right now, until the next one, of course. And in the meantime, we want to make sure that you have the opportunity to enjoy the experience. So on behalf of everybody, on behalf of everybody in product, everybody in engineering, everybody from my colleagues in manufacturing who can't be here but clearly deserve some plaudits as well, the whole Bowers and Wilkins team, and obviously Giles and Jack. Thank you very much for coming to see us. We're here to try and help. Please come and ask questions. We'll do the best that we can to answer them for you. And enjoy the rest of your morning. Thank you very much, everyone.